when you like. Today we're going to talk about Shabby and how Shabby started with melody, and it kind of evolved into Shabby, and the first Shabby singer was Ahmed Adaweya, and every dancer should know that, and he was the first one to really start Shabby. And I wanted to tell you that he has many very famous songs like Bint El Sultan and many, many others. I'm sure you've danced to his music and you might not have even realized it was him. In addition to that, after him, so he came around the 60s and the 70s, but by the 80s, from the 80s until 2000, we had a really famous singer, the next wave of Shabby singers, or Beladi Shabby in this case, kind of style. It was Hassan El Asmar. And Hassan El Asmar was very, very, very famous and very beloved by both the people in Egypt and the people in the Gulf who would come to see the shows in Egypt. And he would do live shows and just get millions of dollars like tipped on him. So he's very, very famous and very beloved. Hassan El Asmar. And El Asmar, it means like dark skinned, not white like me, Baida. So Hassan El Asmar, from the 80s to 2000, right after Ahmed Adaweya. And the song we're going to talk about today, Kitab Hayati. So it's like my life book, or so my life book. And he's basically saying in the song, he's saying like, only 2 pages in my whole book were happy, and the rest of it was all suffering. So that's why we call it Egyptian drama. And when you dance to Shabby or any song, but especially Beladi and Shabby, you have to know the words. Because even if it's a fast rhythm like Masoom and the words aren't fast, you can't just be, the words aren't happy. You can't just be like smiling, hee, because this has to be a drama. It has to be like a show with drama. And you are the actress who are going to make this song come to life. Okay, so there's a progression. When I say Beladi, in this case, I don't mean like Beladi, it starts out with the accordion and then it goes to the tabla solo. It means Beladi from my country. So this kind of music, it's also another kind of Beladi from the country of Egypt, okay? So it's it also has a progression. So it starts out with Tahwila, and then it goes to Takasim, and then the Mawal, and then it does some Masmoudi rhythm with singing. And then it goes back to a fast part. So there's a progression, and you always know what's going to happen next once you understand the progression, okay? So the beginning part, it's kind of like an intro, and you can enter. It's a fast rhythm. For Shabby like this, usually it's going to be Masoom or Sombati. We can talk about rhythms more later. Yesterday I showed you how to move your hand on the rhythm. So doom, tek, 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 doom, tek, doom, tek, 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 and how to breathe on the rhythm. Anyway, so now we're going to do a little bit more, but you have to know the words. One word that I'll just give you that you should memorize, it's azab. Azab means like suffering. So when the song says azab, and you'll hear this, he'll say, only 2 pages of my life book are happy, and the rest is azab. Azab, it means suffering. But not only does it mean suffering, like some of my girlfriends told me, it can also be used as labor pains. So, this is very serious suffering when your stomach is all upset and you're just like, like really deep suffering. So it should be very soulful. Let's hear the song, and then I'll demonstrate a little bit some of the dancing on it, okay? Hassan El Asmar. El Asmar, here we go. Okay. So the part we just heard, hi Christia, I'm so happy you're here. Today we're talking about how to dance to Shabby and how to show Egyptian drama. So the intro part, that was your, let's get this again. The structure, that was your tahwila, and so that's the introduction. And next, the next section, it's takasim. This section will be done with nai, which you know is Egyptian flute. And nai is always sad or a spiritual rhythm. And it's very Egyptian, it's pharaonic, it's from a long time ago. So we have to move like snake, like ancient Egyptian styles, note shimmy, on the takasim to the nai. After the nai, we're gonna have the mawal. So mawal is the part of a song, and you've heard it in every Shabby song, whether it's Helwat Ro or Yami Sayad or anything. It always starts with mawal. Mawal is the part where he sings and there's no music. So it's like an improvised singing, like in the past, but usually it's talking about their suffering. So I'm going to show you a little bit of dancing on this, and just a demonstration. I'm not actually doing like choreography, and I will love it if you want to dance with me and practice a little. So we're going to go straight from the takasim through the mawal, and then when it hits the masmudi rhythm, we'll stop again and kind of break that down so that we can demonstrate. And then if you want to go back later, I give the name of the singer, I give the history, and I give, so the name of the singer, to repeat, Hassan Asmar. He's so famous in Egypt and the Gulf and everybody, very beloved. And when he used to sing live, he passed away about 10 years ago. They would throw millions of pounds on him. And the song, it's called Kitab Hayati. So the book of my life. And you can find this on YouTube. Hassan, 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 Lel, next word, Asmar, Asmar, and that means like dark skin. Hassan al-Asmar with Kitab, Kitab, Hayati, okay? So we want to know the words, and we want to say that azab means suffering, okay? Let's go ahead and start.
كتاب حياتي عين ما شفت زيه كتاب الفرح فيه سطرين والباقي كله عذاب كتاب حياتي عين ما شفت زي كتاب الفرح فيه سطرين والباقي كله عذاب
Azab, suffering, remember? Okay. So we did our Egyptian drama on the words. So even if you don't know every word, you know Kitab Hayati, because it's the title, and that means the book of my life. And you know he's saying that there's only 2 pages of happiness, and the rest is azab, azab, suffering. So even if you don't know every word of the song, you know Kitab Hayati and you know azab, okay? So you want to show that in your moves. You don't need to make a charade and like dance out every single word, but if you know the words, it will be very powerful, your delivery, for your audience, especially if they're Arabic audience. And even if they're not, sometimes they know you're telling them a story. They might not know exactly what it is. Fine. It still makes it a lot more interesting. Okay, so now the next part, it starts Masmoudi rhythm. So you know that's an 8 count. So like it's slow. And it's going to go doom, doom, tek, 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 doom, tek, 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 tek. So it's like melody, but melody is very fast. Doom, doom, tek, tek, doom, tek, tek. This is doom, doom, tek, 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 doom. Okay, so we're going to do something like this. We're going to do like facing the 2 o'clock, yeah, and 10 o'clock. So we can make something your choice. I want you to be creative. And maybe you do doom, doom, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, tek. Doom, doom, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, tek. Doom, doom, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, tek. Now you don't have to turn every time, but that's a suggestion. And it's a good way to drill until you learn Masmoudi very, very well. And then you can add some more things. So let's just do that together. Please, you know, don't be shy. Get up and practice a little bit, stepping on the beat and moving on this beat of Masmoudi with the singing and the Egyptian drama. Here we go.
بحياتي يا عين ما شفت زيه ده انت بحياتي يا عين ما شفت زيه ده الفرح في صدري 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 والباقي كله عذاب
Azab, remember? Mawal again. And he repeats the lyrics from the first part. This is very important move in melody and Shabby. It's 8 back to front. You can walk on it, or you can keep your foot in one place, and you can mix Serena with back to front, 8 horizontal, and you can go front to back. Masmoudi again, and again he's going to repeat the same lyrics, okay? Doom, doom, and again he repeats. And now it's going to go to Maksum rhythm. What we did with the hands yesterday. Doom, tek, 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 doom, tek, tek. Huh? Okay. And same move, Shabby moves. Back to front, whip step. You can shimmy. Shabby also we bounce, okay? So you should have some bounce and just make 8, but step with it. You can do 8 front to back like Jewel, and you can do back to front. You can add vertical, or you can just leave it 8 horizontal. It doesn't matter. Mix it up, but make sure you step on the beat. Doom tick 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 doom tick, doom tick 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 doom tick, doom tick 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 doom tick, doom tick tick tick. Hands, okay? Every 4, approximately. It's a good way to train. How to be more creative? Mix 2 8s. So do jewel, up, jewel, side, back, and back, jewel. Maybe camel, or jewel, 1, 2, 3, jewel, 1, 2, 3. So instead of just doing walking 8, you can mix it. Join me, yeah? Add shimmy to your bounce and your 8. Don't forget, when you put your hand down on the doom, doom tick 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 doom tech, doom tick 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 doom, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right. So I hope you like this class about Shabby. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'm gonna do a class hopefully every day on musicality like that. Tomorrow I wanna do Kulthum, Dareit Alayan. And as you know, like, if you wanna be a really great dancer, the most important thing you can do is really have a lot of knowledge and learn a lot about the classics, which is Kulthum, and to understand how we got to today, for example, in Shabby and Melody Shabby. And thanks for joining me. See you soon. Happy Easter.